Justify and Good Magic start to pull away from the others, and they're into the stretch, and it's Justify and Mike Smith turning for home in front. Good Magic and Jose Ortiz a length behind as they come into the final furlong. Bravazzo's down the center of the track, and then Audible on the inside, who's now up in a third. Justify a 2-length lead as they come to the final 16. Good Magic on the outside is second. Audible third toward the inside, then in Still Regard, they're coming to the wire. He's just awesome! Justify has won the Kentucky Derby! And
all right, just a quick video that I wanted to make today. Later tonight, I am going to be uploading the first episode in the 22-part series of why certain horses are not going to win the Kentucky Derby. And that's going to start with Tacitus, winner of the Wood Memorial and Tampa Bay Derby. But I wanted to kick this off by taking a look back at how Justify was able to win the Kentucky Derby last year. Because it isn't as simple as Justify runs by horse and wins race. So we're going to pick up the look at the Kentucky Derby from last year and the first quarter mile of the race. The first quarter goes up in 22 and 2/5 seconds. That's really fast for the Kentucky Derby. But the Kentucky Derby usually has fast opening quarter miles because jockeys are trying to get their horses positioned, and usually paces tend to cool down after the first quarter, although not in this race. Promises Fulfilled and Justify actually put up a pretty decent half mile, 45.77 seconds. That's actually really fast for the Kentucky Derby. But what you're going to notice going down the backside as Justify is going to eventually go by Promises Fulfilled is the pace is going to get slower. So Justify right here is head and head with Promises Fulfilled. They've cooled down from that original 45, and they're going about a second slower than they were at the half mile pole. So now Justify is about to take the lead away from Promises Fulfilled. He's beginning to fizzle away. And now Mike at this point is looking under his right shoulder, and he sees two challengers. He sees Victor Espinosa on Bolt Doro and his principal challenger, Good Magic and Jose Ortiz. But Mike Smith at this point, as he's coming into the stretch, he knows he's got Victor Espinosa on Bolt Doro. He knows now he's got Jose Ortiz on Good Magic. And it's all over from here with those big strides that Justify has. And you're going to see Audible on the rail in the colors of Windstar Farm. He's the closer from far back. I don't care how fast he runs the final quarter mile. I know Justify is kind of slowing down here, but Audible could run the final quarter mile as fast as he wants. He's not going to beat Justify. So last year in the Kentucky Derby, Mike got as good of a trip as you can get. I'm not going to call it a perfect trip, but Mike gets as good of a trip as you're going to get in the Derby. And you know, what wins the Kentucky Derby is very often what kind of a trip you get. Because if you get stuck in traffic, you could be on a loaded gun. If you can't get through, that stretch is a quarter mile. Now, that's longer than most stretches in the country. But if you're in traffic, that could cost you a race. 3 seconds is a long time in the Derby. And you're going to see that that's some of the things that I'm going to note in this series when I talk about why I don't think certain horses are going to win the Kentucky Derby. So I'll see you later tonight with that video. Thank you for watching, and remember to subscribe.